Hello everybody. Today we are going to look at the Study Island website, how to add users into a class, and how to create assignments for your class. I'm doing this after a coworker of mine indicated that she needed a refresher course, so I hope perhaps it can be help to her and anybody else who may need a reminder of how to use this process in order to set kids up to use the awesome website that is Study Island. So I'm going to go ahead and open my browser. I do believe any browser works as well as the next, so whatever is your preference. I happen to click Internet Explorer this time. I'm going to go to Study Island, and you should be able to log in with the username and password provided by your, didn't mean to do that, provided by your administrator. And today we're going to use a pretend teacher. His name is Harvey Hawk. And we get to log in. So this is my teacher account, and it's asking for my email. Ugh, I wonder if it's going to let me proceed without that. Yep, it is. Okay, so what I have done is I have clicked on Class Manager. I want to add a new class. I'm going to name it Mrs. Hawk's 2014-15 class. I do not want to override any school preferences at this time. That's kind of an advanced feature if you want to make it tougher or easier for kids to get into game mode or have timers or some other things disabled. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and expand whatever grade level I teach. I'm going to pick a few kids just at random. I would select everybody who's in my class and then click Save. Alright, and you can always go back and check how many students were selected because you know how many students are in your class. You want to make sure that you get them all. Then you can move on to the class page and assignments. I'm going to add a new assignment for my class. I'm going to use a practice and instruction assignment. Create it. And the first one I'm just going to name Math Intervention Time. I typically put the due date maybe to be at the end of the year just because I don't necessarily use Study Island to be a systematic RTI model or anything like that. Rather, it's just kind of a practice thing that my kids do when I get time. So I change that to the end of the year. The assignment is activated, and moving on to the next assignment options. I'm going to start with second grade Missouri Learning Standards, which is the same as the Common Core Standards. And I'm going to start with math. I'm going to go ahead and I want to make sure that my kids understand all second grade Common Core Standards. So you can quick click by just clicking the strand right here, the domain, or you could click individual topics. It's really up to you. If you want the kids to become more familiar with some of the interfaces in Study Island first, you might want to start with 5 or 10 if you feel like they could get overwhelmed, or you can just give them all of them all at once. And then you save and exit. That will bring you back to your class page. You'll need to activate that once you have an assignment done, and you are good to go. As soon as your students log in for the very first time, they're going to be taken to your class page and they can click this assignment. You could add multiple assignments. For example, perhaps you wanted a reading and writing one. So you create an assignment. I'll call this one maybe Daily 5. I use this sometimes during my read to self portion of the day. Change the due date to May just because I don't want kids getting alerts, or if parents have the kids log on at home, I don't want them seeing that you have an assignment that is due. They may overreact or just react when they shouldn't, when I don't necessarily need it due at any certain time. I'm going to go this time. Let's go ahead and review second grade standards again. I'm going to choose ELA this time. And I could go ahead and click through what I think on a second grade text level, what I think my students should be able to do really well with. I might start a little smaller, and if I find out that kids are actually earning all of their blue ribbons, then I would move on to third grade content. But being at the beginning of the year, I maybe want to start small and just click things that I know they will have under their command. That way they can kind of spend more mental energy mastering the content and answering the questions rather than trying to do difficult content at the same time of manipulating the interface of Study Island. So I have my class selected, save and exit. That is done. And if you want to view how your kids are doing, you can just go to these school reports. There are several ways you can look at it. You can look at this blue ribbon report. Just select your class, select if you want your learning standards, view the report, and that will show you how many blue ribbon students have earned. They really like that. Being able to see, you can see nobody has earned any yet. You can even filter it if you wanted to. You could do certain dates or certain times. Some of the reports you can filter by time of day. Oh, sorry. So you can make it maybe only from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. and that would exclude any content that the student completed while they were at home. You could also make it to exclude anything that was done perhaps on weekends or over break. You got this class gradebook report, which is kind of neat, and the assignment report also is very neat. You just select, maybe I just want to see how they're doing on daily 5. Filter by time of day, 9 a.m. till 4 p.m. You can filter by days, only weekdays. View the report, and it lays it out pretty well for you. So I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that this was helpful. If I have left any questions unanswered, please feel free just to let me know. Otherwise, have a great day, everybody.